Guys, Andix here, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Project Ozone number 2. Today we are back with the fourth or fifth step, but in reality more of like the first step in our automation of the free energy that we're going to be getting from our farm. Now the first step that I've gone in this like little assembly line thing is I put down 3 diamond chests and 2 crushers. The third crusher is over there, and this is going to be the start of our assembly line for our energy. The foodstuffs and all that stuff that's going to be made in the biofuel will come down along through these walls through transport pipes and stuff like that from the farm up there into these diamond chests, which they will be then pulled out into the crushers, which will make them into biofuel. Then I'll take down the biofuel generators right here and place them right about here, and they will all feed into several tesseracts, or however we're going to store the energy. So that's basically the 3-step process, or I guess you could say it's like a 4-step process. You actually have to grow the shit and then put it into a tesseract and stuff like that. But basically that is a pretty simple process of making it. Now the only thing that we need right now, the thing that I don't really know how to do very well, but I've looked up and got a few tips, is transport pipes. Now we're not actually going to be able to use the iron transport pipes because it's not really, it doesn't pull out a chest, at least I can figure it out. And when I looked it up, actually, it said to use the actual mechanism pipes with maybe like an item router or something like that. I don't even know if those are in the mod pack, I have to check. But basically what we're going to be making right now is the basic logistical transporter. Now a basic logistical transporter is the mechanism pipe for transporting items. Basically it uses a basic control circuit, which is just redstone and osmium in a metallurgical infuser, and steel. Now steel is hard to get if you do not know one simple fact, and I'm going to share that simple fact in a second. Now let me just show you guys how you're supposed to make steel if you don't know this one thing. We're not going to go into that real quick. We're going to go right here, shape crafting, and keep in mind that you do not have ore. You do not have steel ore. You're not going to have steel rubble or steel dust. Basically how I was doing it was you have to have a blast furnace or something like that. I was going to the metallurgical infuser. I was infusing it twice with coal. Like, it was crazy, like the amount of stuff that I was going to, the length that I was going to. But however, you can just make molten steel not by getting liquefied coal, which I tried. Basically liquefied coal is you get the coal, you grind it up in a grinder, and then you have to heat it up in the smelter. But you can't just heat it up with lava. You actually have to have pyrotheum dust or something like that, something even hotter than lava to melt the liquefied coal. And you actually kind of need pyrotheum and stuff like that, something hotter than lava, for a lot of things, a lot of end game stuff. But for liquefied coal is one of them. You only get it about halfway before it's awesome. However, the thing that you don't know, and the thing that it doesn't even show you right here, is that you can do pig iron ore. Pig iron ore is from the nether. It's actually called nether pig iron ore. It looks like this, and you just literally melt it down in the furnace, and you get steel ingots, and it's honestly saved me so much time. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to make our very first logistical pipes, or whatever they're freaking called. And oh, one more thing that I made off camera is the configurator. You need this to configure several pipes or something like that. I read somewhere that we needed it, so I made it. It's very, very easy. You just stick it in a generator or something like that to charge it, which I've done. Basically, you get an enriched alloy, which is redstone and iron, and you're going to want to put those around that stick, lapis lazuli, and then just an iron tab, which is a few more enriched alloys, some gold, and some redstone. All stuff that I had easily on hand, of course, because of my wonderful farm, and I'm looking forward to using it. So what we're going to be doing over here is we're going to use our last of our basic control circuits. I can always make more. I've got a fairly good production of energy right now. We're going to use that to make 16 basic logistical transporters. Now, I'm not sure entirely how these things work, but I'm also going to look at an item duct, because I read online that using an item duct should help me with automatically pulling out a chest using thermal dynamics. So we're going to make this real quick. Basically, all it takes is tin and hardened glass, or just glass. Oh god, what the hell? Oh jeez, can I just use glass? Or fuse quartz. Holy crap. Alright, so we're gonna actually have to make these right now. Basically how you do that, make fuse quartz, is just a bunch of nether quartz and an alloy smelter. So how is an alloy smelter hard to build? Let's just look. I'm kind of looking right now. Ooh. Just because maybe it'll be easier to make. It's just a bunch of furnaces, a bunch of blocks of iron, a cauldron, and a machine chassis, which is not that hard to make. So you know what? I think we're actually going to make an alloy smelter, because you can make a bunch of different stuff with the alloy smelter. It's another way to do stuff other than mechanism, and a lot of these mods actually overlap making the same stuff, but we're going to do that right now. So the first step in that is to get the machine chassis, or actually I don't even know what the first step is. Yes, the machine chassis, which takes a basic thingy, so that's going to take some copper, gold, and redstone. So I'm actually going to run up to my farm, grab the redstone and gold, and then I've got a bunch of copper in my smeltery to make this stuff. I knew that I was going to have to make these eventually, so I actually smelted up copper. Before, I kind of just ignored copper. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but, you know, I did. And something is going on. Oh, I got all new armor. I finally traded out the old broken stuff. They're starting to break for brand new armor. It hasn't even tested it once yet, but I've got a sensitive iron helm, senses nearby ores when equipped, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, if you guys can see those like little like particles or whatever is going on, that's probably going to get a little bit annoying. But you know, I'll stick with it for right now, and we're just going to quickly go through here. And I literally love that I can come up and right click, and whenever I need gold, it's always there because it literally grows back so fast even without me using my watering can and stuff like that, and I just get so many gold nuggets. It is a little bit annoying that I have to craft it, but you know, I'll accept that. It's not too bad. Oh shit, I jumped. Whatever. We'll fix that later. The show must go on. So we got 18 redstone and a lot of gold, probably like yeah, a good amount. So we're gonna go like that. Whoa. I actually love that you can do this. So we got 7 gold right there. Just go like this again, and voila, we actually got. Ooh, I think I actually messed up right there. We actually got 10, 11, 12 gold from a full batch of that. Not bad, not bad, especially since it's literally like free. Like I spent a little bit of time building it up, and now it's basically free gold. We need to go like this. You know, we'll make a few of them. 2, 3. Yeah, we'll make 3. Actually, what is this? Golden ring cosmetic. Okay, that's, I guess, pretty cool. We'll separate like that, and let me go get a little bit of copper. I should just pour out 3, so I should just pour out some ingots. Let's go back into here. I've got a little bit of steel in here, as you guys can see. Literally just melted down the molten pig, the nether pig iron ore, and got some steel. So helpful. But you guys can see I've got so much shit in here. But there's the copper, 64. I'll just pour it. Honestly, it's quicker to pour out a block probably, especially since I don't have that. Oh, there's my shielding diamond chestplate of Hermes. Gosh dang it. Yeah, as you guys can see, I tried the whole pulverized coal and the liquefied coal method. Couldn't figure it out. Didn't work. I tried so many things to get like a reliable method of coal when I literally could have gone to the nether, because I've literally like mined the nether extensively and made it. So honestly, kind of silly that I actually hadn't like even looked that up. But like it doesn't say it. Like it doesn't say it in the menu, so I don't know how I was supposed to know. It took me like Googling it to figure it out. So let's quickly make this into 9 copper ingots and make several basic capacitors. So now we've got 3 basic capacitors. And what else do we need? So we need that. So we're going to making the machine chassis right now, which is 4 steel. Luckily, we've got a shit ton of steel. This stuff would literally like bankrupt me if I was trying to make all this stuff if the old method of making steel is still there. So where did my things go? Oh, they're... I was like, if I lost those, like, I'm not that butthurt because I can make them pretty easily, but I'm kind of butthurt. So now I just need a shit ton of iron, which I should have a shit ton of iron. If I don't... Ooh, crap. I spent a shit ton of iron getting my new tool forge because my old one got blown up by a creeper. Hopefully we have enough iron. If not, it's very easy to make, and we do have... Guys, as for some reason my recording cut out. Don't know what's going on, but basically we are right back where we were making the iron for our alloy smelter. Thank goodness. And why was I even making the alloy smelter? Oh, I think it's so I could use fused quartz instead of going through lead glass and stuff like that. Don't know why. For some reason I'm not able to open this stuff. I don't even know if I have quartz. That's the thing. Like, am I gonna lose all my... Oh, there we go. We've got a crap ton of nether quartz ore. I think we smelt this up to get the quartz out. I'm not even sure. But guys, honestly, ore processing upgrades, fuel efficiency upgrades, not that hard to make. I suggest you make them. They're super, super, super helpful. They really boost your stuff. So we're going to come up here. We're going to pour, I think, 2 more. Yeah, we're going to pour 2 more blocks of iron. That should be enough. We got the alloy smelter. We need the cauldron. We need blocks of iron. And we need furnaces. So I'm going to make the furnaces right now. Something that I would caution you guys to do is make a automated cobble generator, something that I never did because I never really had the power to do it. Not like the power, like as in like I couldn't do like the electricity to do it. And so that's something that's kind of come back to bite me because I always have to run to my village that's like right next to me and like go hack at their like bases of their buildings to go get some some cobblestone. So if you have the power early and you need it and all that things happen, I would just suggest making a cobble generator. You'll use it a lot in cobble. You never realize how much you really need cobble until you don't have a really easy, simple supply for it. Because a lot of things use cobblestone, and obviously not having it is really detrimental to your cause. So we're going to place down the furnace. Boom, boom, boom. The only reason I'm doing this is because it can automatically pull from a chest, and I want the system to be completely automated, so we kind of have to have it automated. So we're going to put the... I'm gonna put the cauldron in there next. We still have to make the machine chassis, which I believe is, yes, right over here. So we need to make some iron bars. And interestingly enough, I don't think I've ever made iron bars. And I played Minecraft for a pretty long time, pretty much since it was out for a couple years. Like, I haven't played Minecraft since the very beginning, but like I remember when it was in like beta phase. Like, I don't even think I played it, but like I remember like hearing about it, watching the Yogscast and stuff like that. Like, I've been playing Yogscast for longer than playing Minecraft, I think, longer than most people, which is kind of really strange if you think about it. And it got even more popular as time went on because it got released on smartphones, it got released on computers. It was kind of strange just how its popularity didn't seem to end. It just kept on going up, and it was great because I love the game. It means that there's still a market for it. People still want to watch it, and it's just really cool that a game can last that long, because usually games, you know, they have their heyday and then they're gone. But anyway, guys, let's put down the nether quartz. I think it's 4 in each. So I'm going to click out 4. Click out 4. We're going to put down 4 right there. That immediately disappeared. And we're just going to put like that. I think there's shit in there. If not, we're just going to put Alright, I think it actually swallowed it. But there we go. We got fused quartz. Excellent. Good for me. So now we need to... this into 8. This is going to take a shit ton of fused quartz. I'm not a shit ton of fused quartz, a shit ton of nether quartz or whatever it is. Which could go to sharpening my weapon, but I guess I could just pop it in the nether and grab a shit ton. Honestly, the nether is where I get most of my ores now. It's so good, especially with that efficiency and ore upgrade. Literally makes everything so much easier. So we're going to divide this into 3. Actually, we're just going to go straight into here. Boom. Boom. And boom. And that should make enough for us. We got 4 fused quartz. And now, why was I even making this? For the item duct, of course. I sometimes forget why I make things. Today is not that day. Item duct. There we go. So we're just making the basic item duct. I don't know if that's good, but I can't even like read half of these because of this stupid little backpack thing. Item duct. Dense item duct. Transfers items. Vacuum item duct. Oh. I think that just increases. I think it makes it better. But basically, what do we put on across this? Tin. Gosh, I haven't made tin at all. But I've got a lot of tin ore, I believe, from the nether, of course. The nether, like I said, really helping us out. So I probably should have a little bit of tin anyway. It's lying around somewhere, hopefully. Wow. Have I really never made tin? Or is it just like it's in block form because there's so much of it? It's one or the other. And I actually don't think I've ever made any tin. Wow. Do I even have tin? Let's just like, let's go like this. Tin. Oh god, that's not going to help at all. Tin ingot? I know, because that would just, alright, you know what, we're just going to have to go like this. Hopefully it's going to get the most of the stuff filtered out. So there we go, we got 7 powdered ore. And that should be enough for our uses right now. We do not need to make that many item ducts, maybe like 3 or something like that. So let's go like that. Click out of it. And hopefully this doesn't alloy up with something. I have a nasty feeling that it is. So I'm actually just going to go downstairs and smelt it. I only need a couple ingots, and I think this should give me 2 anyway. Not entirely sure, but you know what? It's worth a try. And we've actually gone through, we literally had maybe 8 coal in there, and that coal is smelted up over like 200 items. It's actually crazy. But I now need another fuel source. I have a shit ton of coal all the way like in the other thing, but I really don't want to go back there and grab that. So I guess these little slabs will do for right now. There's a little bit of oak wood. I'll start with the oak wood. I mean, we only have to cook up a couple things. And we'll turn this into that. And are we only going to be able to make 1 today? Because if that's honestly fine. I don't know. We're going to be able to make, or not. I guess we're just going to be able to make 1. I think that's just a little visual bug. So there we go. We got 2 tin ingots. And let's go over here and just make it. We got the fused quartz. And now we've got, and I know I've got a lot of tin hanging around somewhere. Honestly, like I have a shit ton because I realized that I didn't have any and I made some, but I don't have any. And that actually makes 6, so that's all we probably need. I think we're just using it to actually pull out. And I don't really know how to do this. I have to watch a YouTube video so I can make my own YouTube video. That's kind of strange. So there we go. That's fine. That should work. And I've already put, ooh, oh yeah, this is supposed to go into here because this is where I'll go. So I'm going to try to connect my basic logistic transporter to the item duct. Hopefully this works. It doesn't. Fuck me. So can I pull out of it with the... Okay, we're going to try something real quick. Just go like this, go like that, and go like that. And see if we can somehow power it. I don't know. What we're going to want to do is we're going to try to get the configurer. Can I right click it on the current color? None. I don't even know how to change the color. Yeah, don't know how to do this. But I did finish a quarter of a quest. Woohoo. So we're going to place this down, see if this does anything. Place it right here. Does that do anything? This thing has a... Oh, what we need to actually make now is a Crescent Wrench, because Crescent Wrench are like the wrench that goes along with the item ducts. Sure, it's a wrench, but any tool is a tool, whatever. And we actually need more tin. What is these guys' obsession with tin? I have every other resource readily available to me, but we actually should have shit tons of tin in here, because it's not that rare of a metal. So, powdered tin ore, there we go, we got 3. A grand total of 3. That's not even right. We got a grand total of 2. But you know what? We only need 1, so whatever. It is what it is, and we're working with it. So let's stick that in there, and then let's get... We've got the iron for it. Do we even make our... Shit, did I even... Fuck. Getting distracted. I'm doing too many things at once. Did we make our... Oh yeah, literally like our alloy smelter is making the fused quartz, right. We made that a long time ago. So let's make a Crescent Hammer now. I believe we can... Yeah, this is free. So let's go boom, 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 and then get some tin. And I'm going to have to experiment with those boxing gloves, or whatever they are. They look kind of interesting. So let's see what we can do with this. We right-click on it. I think it just changes how it connects to the chest. And I can also pick it up as well. So I think the item duct like this is fine. I don't know how I'm supposed to connect. Ooh, is that connected? So, input is dark red. Let's see what we can do over here. Eject, off, auto eject, back, transport config, strict input off, strict input on, upgrades, supported muffling, stuff like that. You know what? We're going to have to come back to this. I don't actually know how to do any of this stuff. I did make all the parts that we needed to today, and I think that's a bonus. So we're actually going to go back, see if we can finish any quests really quickly, and I'm going to end this episode, and you guys are going to sit for me. So, almost finished that quest, and we have to make some treated wood. So how do we make some treated wood? Creosote oil and just wood. Okay, that's pretty easy. I'm going to make that right now. How much do we have to make? 64, never mind. I only got a little bit. And I'm really not following how I'm supposed to. And this is how you're supposed to make steel, by using the blast furnace. But as you guys can see, that's kind of hard to make. I do have the nether bricks to make it. It's literally just, I think you smelt up, yeah, you just smelt up netherrack. So it's pretty easy to actually make. The only thing that's a little bit hard is getting that, of course, the blaze powder or whatever it is. But it's really not that hard. You go to a blaze, you got a sword like mine. I should have named this thing, honestly. Probably could name it the Manulian Cleaver, and you just go farm them. And I've got a, and you can also get it from, you can just sieve it and stuff like that. It's not that hard to get. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Apologies that I don't know how to do the pipes. Kind of annoying, but we'll figure out next time. And now let me try something real quick. I don't want this episode to end without me actually doing anything, but it looks like it probably is. Gosh dang it. The only problem with having such a amazing pick is that it keeps on... Yeah, it doesn't want to connect to that. Is it keeps on like going just a little bit too far, just like a little bit too fast, and I'll accidentally like hit this, it'll just go super fast and I'll hit like the ground underneath it. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. And current color none, Crescent Hammer none, Couldn't do anything. Shift right click, pick it up, whatever. Move on. Anyway, guys, I'll figure this out, and by next episode we are going to have an automated production. At least, like, when we put stuff into here, I'll hook it all up so we got the crushers going and all that stuff. The only thing after that to do is to get the harvesters and the spice and slice and actually get an automated stuff into the chest, because we can get it out of the chest. Well, I say that I haven't gotten out of the chest now, but basically I'm going to set up all the chest system, and then the episode after that, or the next episode I guess I should say, we'll set up the entire automated system. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if this is your first time here, and I'll see you guys next time.